The Earth makes exactly one rotation around itself in one day, that is, in 24 hours. To be exact, it's actually 23 hours and 56 minutes. If you assume an Earth radius of 6,378 kilometers, you get a circumference of about 40,075 kilometers. And that gives you a speed of 1,670 km per hour, which is about 464 meters per second, with which we are being spun around all the time, like on a carousel. Meanwhile, the Earth advances along its orbit and completes one full revolution around the Sun each year. The average speed at which the Earth moves around the Sun is about 107,000 kilometers per hour. That's about 30 kilometers per second. That's 30 times faster than a rifle bullet. What unimaginable forces must be at work for such a large object like Earth to orbit the Sun so quickly? While the Earth and the other celestial bodies in space do their job and give us night and day, we humans on Earth have long since stopped thinking about the day as something worth considering. To understand the value of day and night, imagine each scenario, what it would be like if it were bright for 24 hours straight, or if it were dark. Imagine it's always bright out. If we imagine this actually unrealistic scenario now, aside from the physical problems, that the whole system with Earth's rotation and the Sun couldn't exist would be partly a philosophical factor. That, so to speak, there would be no days, but life would simply be a continuous process. So there won't be any 24-hour packages. A day, meaning 24 hours, is like a small piece of life for us that we need to get by. If we hadn't received life in these 24-hour packages, a lot of things would have been different, and all of that might have been too much for us humans. 24 hours is a comfortable length for a day, in the sense that you can experience something, go to sleep, process everything in your subconscious, and then receive a new piece of life all over again. Besides, if it were bright all day long, would we even be able to regenerate well enough? Darkness goes well with sleep. It's like a sign for us in time to rest. With constant brightness, maybe everyone would have even more different sleeping times, and in a broader sense, life would be completely different. Constant darkness would be psychologically stressful. There are also issues like vitamin D deficiency, which the skin usually makes with sunlight, and which we need for building our bones. That's why people who never go out in the sun have bones that break easily. But we couldn't exist at all if it were dark all the time, because our Earth needs the sun in order to exist in a way that allows us to live on it. A simple reason, for example, is that every plant needs light to live and grow. Plants convert light into oxygen, and we need that to breathe. But because of the Earth's tilted axis, there are also so-called polar days and polar nights at the North and South Poles, alternating every 6 months. During polar days, it's always bright. During polar nights, always dark. Due to the tilted axis, only one pole is lit at a time. That means if it's bright at the North Pole, it's dark at the South Pole, and vice versa. Polar day and polar night alternate about every 6 months. The Earth is at just the right distance from the Sun, so it doesn't burn up. Exactly as much warmth reaches the Earth as animals, humans, and plants need to live. If the Sun vanished now, life would end within weeks. It's not too cold and not too hot on Earth. Thanks to the ideal distance, water stays liquid, allowing humans, animals, and plants to use it, as we're mostly made of water. If it were too hot, the water would boil. If too cold, it would freeze. A day, as we know it, would be 24 hours and 39 minutes long on Mars, for example. If people were to visit Mars, they would have to come up with something regarding the clocks. One possibility would be the Mars calendar designed by David Powell in 1988, according to which the clocks would simply run slower than earthly clocks, so that a Mars second would correspond to 1.027 Earth seconds, a Mars minute to 61.62 Earth seconds, and a Mars hour to 61 minutes and 38.968 seconds on Earth. Measured in Earth time, a day on Mercury is 176 days long. Mercury orbits the Sun in 87.97 days and rotates on its axis in 58.646 days. But the time from one sunrise to the next, that is, a day as we know it, a solar day, lasts 176 days. Because while the planet rotates once on its own axis, it also travels a massive distance around the Sun. So, a day as we know it on Mercury lasts 2 years. We have almost eerily pleasant conditions here on Earth. But how many more days will this planetary system make possible for us? Researchers agree that in 1.6 billion years the Sun will be about 15% brighter than it is today. Temperatures here will be around 60 to 70 degrees. The Sun will continue to expand and the Earth will move closer to the Sun. And at some point, the temperatures will reach 1000 degrees, causing the rock to melt. In 7.5 billion years, day and night will disappear. The Sun, which will be 250 times larger than it is today, will hold the Earth so tightly that it will always show the same side to it. Life will have long since become impossible. Temperatures will rise even further, and in 5.9 billion years, the Earth will be completely incinerated. The last microorganisms will die in 1.2 to 1.6 billion years. That means humans won't even live for a billion years. Who knows if humanity will last that long? Human impact on Earth isn't even being considered now. Even calculations about celestial bodies can't guarantee outcomes, since unknown forces might still affect the Earth. We live in a time when Earth is habitable. Can't we put our everyday problems into perspective by thinking about these great celestial objects? The fact that we can sit here and watch this video is a cosmic miracle. Assuming an optimistic 80-year lifespan, a person lives 29,200 days. You always assume you have endless days ahead. And if you subtract the hours we spend sleeping, it's even less. So, what are you going to do with the 29,200 days of your life?